All right. So I think the first thing I have to say is that I'm a Plexus Ambassador, and these are not claims that Plexus is necessarily making. This is me researching the ingredients, each item that's in there, and then telling you what the benefits are. So this is me, what I did for my family, and then I'm a total nerd and people ask me all the time. So here goes. So the first one is ease, and honestly, I knew it was awesome, and I didn't know how awesome it was until tonight. So my bad. I'm so sorry. So this is ingredient by ingredient, and it's pretty stinking the bomb. So, and I'm going to read a lot because I couldn't memorize everything. Witch hazel is the first ingredient that's in there. It's a natural antioxidant, and it's anti-inflammatory. It's a free radical scavenger. So it helps protect your skin against DNA damage and tumor growth. It's crazy, crazy. It's, let's see. Yeah, used for centuries. So this is what people use it for. It's acne, skin sores, bruises, redness and swelling, ingrown hair, psoriasis, eczema, oily skin, excessive sweating. I should totally try that because I live in Texas. Varicose veins, cracked or blistered skin, insect bites, poison ivy, irritated scalp, sun damage, melanoma, razor burns, mucous membrane inflammation, although I wouldn't put this in your mucous membranes because it has peppermint oil in it. Hemorrhoids, I also wouldn't use it for that either. And allergic reactions. That's just the witch hazel. And then you have Eterol, which is the greenlet mussel, and that's the ingredient that's, what do you call it? They have a patent on it. So they have to use it with permission. It's used for things that are caused by excessive inflammation, so osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, joint pain, fibromyalgia, lupus, chronic bronchitis, sores, and like soreness caused by cancer treatments, and hard time breathing caused by cancer treatments, asthma, and daytime wheezing. It's naturally anti-inflammatory, and it's extremely powerful. We'll do this later with the capsules, but to make Eterol more effective when you're taking it orally, you take it with your Mega X. Menthol is derived from mint. There's 2 different forms of mint in it, and use it to treat muscle aches and pains, cramps, sprains, skin irritations, and headaches. It's the cooling sensation that you feel. You can compound the cooling effect, and you have to be careful here because it freaks some people out by using cold pack. So if you put the cream on and then put a cold pack over the top of it, it's really intense. You can replace Vapor Rub with Plexus cream. It does a lot of the same benefits. So how you use the Vapor Rub, a lot of people put on their feet and then put their socks on, or they rub it on their chest. It's all the same concept. It has grapefruit extract in it, which is rich in vitamin C, and it's a powerful antioxidant that protects your skin cells from free radical damage. Again, it's another ingredient for that. And it's a mild preservative because it's a natural antibacterial. Green tea leaf extract. It's rich in antioxidants. It protects your cells is basically what it does. It also protects your skin from free radicals, and it stimulates your skin's microcirculation, so it increases the blood flow to your skin, and so it can influence the tone and the health of your skin. So this is just putting it on topically. Cucumber fruit extract. I don't know if anybody's ever cut cucumbers and then put them over your eyes or whatever. I wouldn't put this by your eye. Don't do it. Cucumber fruit extract is high in minerals like potassium and sulfur, and it softens and hydrates your skin. It's especially good for your skin after you go out in the sun. It's also an anti-inflammatory, and it has the cooling effect with it also. You can actually just take cucumber juice and spray it on your skin if you don't have ease. Then there's pollen extract. So they protect your skin against pollution, UV rays, and chronic inflammatory factors. And pollen is widely used as a skin nourishment to prevent and treat wrinkles. I'm thinking the Ease Cream is like the best anti-ager ever. Just don't put it by your eyeballs. Orange blossom extract is in there. It's used to help hydrate your skin and soothe sunburns or sensitive skin. It's a tonic that can nourish and brighten dull skin. It's a natural surfactant. It makes everything feel soft. And then it has Enthymus nobilis, which is another name for Roman chamomile. It's an anti-inflammatory in this application and also works as an insect repellent. So there you'll see a lot of people when they talk about yeast cream, it's the best insect repellent known to mankind. There's like 4 different ingredients that work for that. Sea kelp, it's an anti-aging ingredient. It prevents damage to amino acids and protects the cell's membrane, and it protects against damage caused by free radicals, highly unstable molecules which accelerate the aging process by attacking healthy cells and damage your collagen. So that's why the free radicals are so terrible. The sea kelp, or the Macrocystis peripheria extract, anyway, it can reorganize your cell's membrane to reverse cell damage and restore them to what their healthy state is. So usually you try to get your skin cells healthy, so when they're replaced, they come back healthy. So we can talk about that. That's in the alpha lipoic acid part. But if you already have damaged cells, then you can still treat them. It has lavender extract in it. This works for acne. It fights bacteria at the same time. That's doing all this crazy stuff. It prevents oversecretion of sebum. So if you have really oily skin, and you can use the yeast cream on your skin, on your face and stuff. It's the witch hazel and the lavender, and there's another one. Yeah, you use it for insect repellent, also for muscle aches and on sunburns. Our yeast cream has aloe vera in it also. I don't know if anybody has any time ever, you can look up aloe vera. You could probably spend a couple years researching aloe vera. It has over 75 different nutrients in it. Vitamins, minerals, enzymes, sugars, and I'm going to say all these wrong, anthraquinones or whatever, phenolic compounds, lignans, saponins, sterols, amino acids, and salicylic acid that's naturally occurring. So the salicylic acid that you buy at the store that you put on your face that can burn you, it's pretty intense. So the aloe vera has naturally occurring salicylic acid in it. It's good for healing scars and preventing acne, that part. You can use it on sunburns as a moisturizer to treat acne, and it's also anti-aging. Then you have sweet almond oil. Sweet almond oil's in the Plexus cream too, so it's in here. It's very rich in vitamin E, monosaturated fatty acids, proteins, potassium, and zinc, and a whole bunch of other minerals and vitamins. And it's good for your skin and your hair. I haven't used the yeast cream in my hair, but whatever, maybe I should try. It's an anti-aging, also an anti-aging ingredient. It can prevent blackheads and acne, and it treats sunburn and inflammation, and it's a very potent antioxidant. That's vitamin E. And then it has MSMs in it. I'm not going to try to say it out loud. It's what a lot of people use, a supplement they'll get from their natural doctor to treat all kinds of inflammatory diseases. And so this is a topical application, and you can use MSM topically. That's chronic pain, osteoarthritis, joint inflammation, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoporosis, bursitis. I used to have bursitis so bad I couldn't walk. Tendinitis, tenos, and I don't know what that is. Musculoskeletal pain. I should have practiced all my words. Muscle cramps, scleroderma, scar tissue, stretch marks, hair loss, wrinkles. Yeah. And then there's glucosamine sulfate, and so this is another joint thing. Glucosamine is a natural sugar that's found around your joints, and if you injure it or your body's not creating as much as you need, then it breaks down, and so then we have the inflammation occurring, and then there's pain. When glucosamine is taken as a supplement, it can reduce pain as much or more than ibuprofen, but it takes time to build up in your system. For most people, it's 4 to 8 weeks. It's commonly used by people that have joint injuries, osteoarthritis of the hip or spine, and TMJ. That's what its most common applications are. Then there's chondroitin sulfate. These are the things, the little guys at the bottom of the list. These are the ones I didn't know. It's a chemical that's normally found in the cartilage around the joints in your body. it's used for osteoarthritis also, and it's a building block for healthy cartilage. Then there's hyaluronic acid. This benefits soft tissue function. So this is for joint support and combating osteoarthritis, which is big. It's like in every single thing in here. There needs to be a coating around each of your cartilage cells, and when they get damaged, it doesn't work very well. So that's what the hyaluronic acid is working on. And when that's for the joints. But when you're talking about skin, when you get older, the amount of moisture and actual water in your skin, it takes a nosedive. And so your skin loses its elasticity. And so the signs of aging become really evident on your skin. So the hyaluronic acid plays a critical role in skin health by increasing your body's ability to hold moisture, because the hyaluronic acid is going in there and actually pulls water into your skin. It's a smart nutrient, so it can adjust its moisture absorption rate based on the humidity that's in the air, according to the season and the climate. I thought that was pretty cool. Capsicum extract is red chili. So yeast cream has red chili extract in it. So I did not know this either, and I should have. Capsicum is used commonly for treating symptoms of fibromyalgia when it's applied topically. No clue about that one. It can reduce tenderness in your muscles and can improve sleep. You can use it for diabetic neuropathy. That's all over at the ends, your feet and hands especially. And it works topically. So it's not something that you have to take orally. That when all these they work putting on the skin. And improve your blood flow also, which makes sense if you eat chili peppers. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And it works on your skin. I don't know if anybody's ever put red chili, gotten it on their hands. It'll improve your blood flow. Saccharid, I'm not even going to worry about it. There's water binding agent, and then it's moisturizer that contains natural carbohydrates. It's another one of those things that attracts moisture to your skin. So a lot of times when you use pain creams, if you use them over time, your skin gets really dry and irritated. So a lot of the things that they're putting in the yeast cream is to combat that. It actually is going to pull moisture into your skin instead of drying your skin out and making it more sensitive. There's a couple more different forms of vitamin E in there for moisture. The form of vitamin E that's in there down the line is commonly used to protect skin from chemo sensitivity, when your skin gets irritated from chemotherapy. Vitamin A is in there. It stimulates cell renewal and enhances skin elasticity. And then there's peppermint oil. Peppermint oil is another one of those things you can research for years. Soothes muscles and helps your body release muscle tension. And a lot of the benefits of peppermint oil you can get by breathing. You don't have to put it on your skin. So it gives you a cooling sensation. It can relieve headaches. It's got antimicrobial properties. It improves mental focus. It can help clear your respiratory tract. My mom and my kids, we use it. So when you're putting it on the rest of you, you can cup rub it on your hands and then put it over your face and take really deep breaths. And it can clear your sinuses and help with breathing. So that's for relief from colds and cough and sinusitis and asthma and all that kind of stuff. You can use it as an anti-itch cream and a fever reducer. I've used it on my kids. You can put it all over. That's another bug repellent one. And then the little guys at the bottom of the ingredient list are surfactants and thickening agents. And then the one, and I'm so gonna, ethyl hexylglycerin. Some people have questions about some of these, but there has to, because there's so many natural ingredients in our creams, there has to be preservatives in them so they don't spoil either after you open them or anywhere. So they use the kindest preservatives they could. And that's it. That's Plexus cream. So a bottle of Plexus cream lasts, you figure it out. Sometimes a bottle will last for us like 2 weeks, and sometimes it'll last a month. But they actually suggest it's like you can actually load with Plexus cream like you do the capsules. So when you first get it, they said use it every 2 to 3 hours. Just keep putting it on. One of the things that we learned the year before, if you have like a acne cyst that's under the skin, it's the bruising kind, it hurts, or you have I don't even know, like a big huge zit and it hurts, but you can't pop it yet. If you put the Ease cream on it, it actually can it'll take away some of the redness, and it helps big time. Anyway, that's Ease cream. Does anybody have any questions before I move on to the next one, or do I need to slow down? I'm seriously just reading. There's so much stuff. I couldn't memorize it all. Good? Okay. Okay, your Ease capsules. You guys, there's like 4 ingredients in there. It's so awesome. So there's the greenlet muscle extract. So this is the one where if you want to increase the impact of the Adderall, the greenlet muscles, take them with your Mega X. So if you're only going to take Ease once a day, then you could take it with your Mega X and your probiotics at night. So the greenlet muscle is used for osteoarthritis, all different kinds of arthritis, joint pain, fibro, lupus, chronic bronchitis. The chronic bronchitis that they're talking about is usually brought about by cancer treatments, asthma, and daytime wheezing. That's that one. It's pretty intense stuff. And then the turmeric that's in there. Curcumin is the main active ingredient in turmeric. It has powerful anti-inflammatory effects, and it's a very strong antioxidant. It is so powerful that it matches the effectiveness of some anti-inflammatory drugs. The thing is, you have to get it in your body, and you have to keep it in there. And for some people, it takes 6 to 4 to 8 weeks to build up until your body actually can feel some of the relief. It's got, oh my gosh, heartburn, joint pain, stomach pain, Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, bypass surgery, hemorrhage, diarrhea, gas, stomach bloating, jaundice, liver problems, H. pylori, stomach ulcers, irritable bowel syndrome, gallbladder disorders, high cholesterol, weird skin problems, the inflammation you get from radiation, and fatigue. And I actually post my notes because there's about 50 other things that you can use turmeric for, and it's in there. And the other thing is to make turmeric or the curcumin that's in there more effective is to take it with black pepper. So when I cook, I use turmeric and black pepper, and I'm getting it in the Ease. But some people will pop their Ease or their turmeric supplements with either whole peppercorns, or they'll drink water that has pepper in it. And then there's serapeptase. It's a protein-destroying enzyme from bacteria native to the digestive system of silkworms. So it's used for anti-inflammatory properties and joint health. And then it's another one that's used for back pain, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, carpal tunnel, migraines, all kinds of crazy stuff. And then we have ear infections, laryngitis, swelling of vein with the formation of a blood clot, and IBS, and Crohn's. And then we have some people use serapeptase to treat hardening of the arteries and non-cancerous lumpy breast tissue. Nursing mothers can use it for breast pain caused by breast engorgement from too much milk. And then there's bromelain. Bromelain is it's in pineapple. It's used for reducing swelling in the nose and sinuses, especially hay fever, bowel troubles, the collection of water in the lungs. It prevents that. It helps your muscles relax, and it can help your body get rid of fat. That one I didn't know. So anyway, that was cool. That Ease capsules. They're amazing. So the suggested dose is 1 to 3 capsules a day if you're trying to work on getting rid of inflammation and major pain. Then you can load. And so when we tell people to load, it's 2 capsules 3 times a day. So that 1 bottle, you're going to need 3 bottles your first month. And you can do it a second month, and then from there you're going to taper down and see what your body does. The goal is to get you back down to the 1 or 2 capsules a day, maybe. All right, more faster. What am I don't even know what time it is. Okay, 20 minutes. Okay, so the Plexus Nerve, I didn't used to be impressed with Plexus Nerve until I did this ingredient breakdown for somebody. And now I take it every day. So for me personally, this is a thick story right here. So if I know that my period is coming, I don't take Ease and Nerve. Like, I don't take 2 capsules every single day no matter what. But if I know my period's coming, then I will make sure that I take 2 to 3 Ease and 2 to 3 Nerve in the days leading up to, and I have no problems. And I used to have the worst periods known to mankind. Maybe not, that's a little exaggerating, but if you know people that have major cramps, debilitating cramps, it works. So in Nerve, acetyl L-carnitine, it's an amino acid that's naturally produced in your body. But most people don't have enough. They use the acetyl L-carnitine is used to help improve your memory and as a possible treatment for Alzheimer's. So it can also address the symptoms of depression and can be useful in the treatment of Parkinson's, stroke, and oh my gosh, so many other different diseases. It can also enhance visual memory and attention in people with Down syndrome. And it can also slow age-related mental decline that is not associated with Alzheimer's. It's good stuff for your brain. And then there's alpha-lipoic acid, which is a huge ingredient in Slim. It's a powerful antioxidant. It's used for diabetes and nerve-related symptoms, including the burning and the pain and the numbness in your arms and legs. And it's vital to cellular energy production. It helps to neutralize the damage caused by free radicals. In Germany, they use extremely high doses of ALA for treating diabetes and nerve-related symptoms. And in the U.S., and this is totally true, and you should look this dude up, there's a doctor named Burton Berkson. I think he's in Arizona right now. And he'll treat liver problems like liver failure, hepatitis, autoimmune hepatitis, and then primary biliary cirrhosis and primary sclerosing, whatever. All those different names that have to do with liver. He started it with people that had gotten poisoned from mushrooms. And so he'd get major, huge doses of ALA, and they recovered, and they weren't supposed to. Like, they gave them to him because they told him he was going to die and that he needed to figure out how to be a good doctor for people that were going to die, and he didn't accept that. You can use alpha-lipoic acid for memory loss, chronic fatigue, HIV and AIDS symptoms, cancer, liver disease, and Lyme disease, because it's supporting healthy cellular turnover. You can also use it to treat eye-related disorders, such as damage to the retina, cataracts, glaucoma, and an eye disease called Wilson's disease. So I'll insert a little tiny testimony in here. In 2012, I think, I can't remember, I was diagnosed with serous retinopathy. It's a stress-related retina problem that causes a huge thing of fluid to develop on the back of your retina, and so I couldn't see out of my right eye. It was like looking through a Coke bottle. And the treatment for that was putting some kind of whack medication in my eye and this huge crazy needle, and it didn't work. And so they told me I would have to just suffer through it, and in most people, the way as bad as I had it, it would not heal and my eyesight would not improve. But 2 weeks ago, I went to the eye doctor, and he was crazy impressed. So my prescription hadn't changed, but the amount of letters I could read on the chart, it was crazy. I also have no age-related sight problems. He said usually when people get into their 40s, they can't see close up so great anymore. But I don't have that problem. All right. So the doctors that research L-carnitine and alpha-lipoic acid in conjunction, like using them together, improves your mitochondrial function during the aging process, which explains why when you look at people's before and afters in Plexus, it's not usually and not always that they lost all this weight and so now they look awesome. They actually look younger, and that's why. It's because they're actually supporting healthy cellular turnover at a mitochondrial level. All right, so we're going to go really quick through the horse chestnut. So if these are going to be in here, so if you guys know anybody that have gallbladder problems or kidney problems, kidney stones, gallstones, any of that kind of stuff, there's a whole bunch of little ingredients in here that are traditionally used like all over the world for those purposes. So there's horse chestnut. That's for treating your veins. Helps your body return blood to your heart. Relieves upset stomachs, helps you pass kidney stones, and to treat hemorrhoids. You can actually, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Butcher's broom is another one. It's a lot of hemorrhoid stuff in this one. Okay, I have to stay with the free. I have less than 10 minutes. Butcher's broom. This is poor blood circulation, so this is another one that's increasing blood circulation throughout your whole body. This increases your urine output. So if you have some people that because they're drinking so much water and they're retaining it, Butcher's broom can help. It can also help your body heal fractures, like bone fractures. Quercetin is another one. It's used for allergies and protects against heart disease and cancer. There's a ton of those too. Runny nose, watery eyes, hives, and all that kind of stuff. It's another one that has to be built up in your body over time. This is going to take 4 to 8 weeks. And like if we would go to the natural pharmacy down the street, quercetin was something they've been giving me for years. Whenever I go in for allergy stuff, but it was atrociously expensive how much I had to take. And it didn't work because I needed probiotics also. So thiamine hydrochloride. You need it for metabolism, cell growth, transmission, and your nerves. I'm not even going to explain that one. I'm going to post these notes because there's a lot of science stuff in the nerve, but you can use it for alcohol-related brain disease and Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Then there's niacinamide. It's a form of vitamin B3. You can actually use it for people that have vitamin B3 deficiency. They need the niacinamide. And this form of the niacinamide, it causes the fewest side effects in people that are sensitive to it. And then there's a vitamin B6 in there. It helps your body convert food into fuel, metabolize fat and protein, and maintain proper function of nerves and produce red blood cells. It's huge. If you have, if you're trying to boost your immune system and you get like eye infections or bladder infections a lot, then the nerve can help with that. And then there's D-biotin. That's helps your body convert food into glucose, and it's used for energy, and it's also useful for maintaining healthy skin, hair, and mucous membranes. And then the magnesium glycinate chelate that's in the nerve is the most easily absorbed form of magnesium that can be put into a supplement. So 80% of Americans are deficient in magnesium. The magnesium that's in the BioCleanse is not the form of magnesium that your body needs. That's the form of magnesium that your body rejects. That's why it's used as a laxative. So if you need magnesium, like most of us do, then you need the glycinate chelate version. So magnesium is found in 300 different enzymes in your body. So that's why it's so, so important. Let's see. Going. Oh, it also helps your body detox. So if you're having detox or diet problems, magnesium is extremely important for that. Zinc, another one, normal functions for your brain and your skin. And then it has copper in it. It's the copper citrate that's in the nerve is the most bioavailable form of copper that they have. And that's used in the formation of hemoglobin and red blood cells by facilitating iron absorption. So nerve is something that you would take with expector. They help each other. They work together. Okay, that's it. I'm done talking. That's super, super fast. Nerve is something that you're going to load too. So if you know somebody that has chronic pain and they really want to get it under control and treat it, then nerve and ease are huge. But like, it might depend too on what kind of pain it is, and we're trying to figure out where it came from and why it is, and then you can pick the proper supplement to treat it. And then like my mom, Deborah Gilmore, she had fibromyalgia symptoms way worse than mine, and she'd use it for that. We also have a couple people on our team that have used the Ease combo and Nerve. They've had fused vertebrae from car accidents. They've had neck surgeries and were on medication for a long time. And so pain medication doesn't always take the pain away. It mostly makes you not care so much that you hurt. It also can change your personality. So that's all I have to say. I am so impressed that Plexus actually put a whole bunch of herbs and stuff in their products, because if you would go to the store and buy all that stuff, it's crazy expensive. Like, we're talking hundreds of dollars worth of supplements per month that you would take. So if you have somebody that's wanting to do a more natural form of pain management, it's not cheap to load at the beginning, but it's a lot cheaper than buying 80 different supplements at the health food store. Okay, they're going to cut us off. I have 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Anybody? That was a really long 20 minutes. It's like 34.
Hey, Jessa, that's awesome. Really good information.
It's just a ton of information, and I'll post my notes. It's a lot. For me, it's easier to read, but some people don't. Seriously, that's like 12 pages of notes. So anyway.
Wow.
Thank
you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Awesome job.
Wasn't that
awesome, Jessa?
so boring? Anyway, I hope you learned, and I hope you go.
No, it's so interesting.
Use cream all over your face, because it's like
seriously
anti-aging thing known to mankind.
Putting it all over my body.
So, Jessa, you're going to use the Ease cream and the body cream?
Yes.
You use one in the morning, one in the afternoon, or you put them one on top of the other? How would you recommend doing that? If you're not using it for pain, if you're using it for
if you're using it for the anti-inflammation and anti-aging, I would actually just put the Ease cream on first, and then I would put the Plexus cream over the top of it.
Okay, thanks.
That's it.
Good stuff, Jess.
Oh, thanks, Lori.
All right.
I'm so glad you listened to the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right.
I learned a lot.
Did you? I know. I need to work on my pronunciations. I'll go to school when I retire, and I'll go be my integrative health nutritionist person with proper enunciation of all the medical terms.
I think we're all impressed.
Thanks, Jess.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
Bye,
Jess. Good night.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.